your eye on him. Billing in the 24 kart. Big slider from Curvers. They go 3 wide in the L7, kart 54 for Trenta. Look out, here comes Billing. Billing up the inside, are you kidding me? Billing puts the move on Trenta, and you have a new race leader. So Price out of this one, fouled plug in heat number 1 of the 125 heavy, presented by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. We get the greens this time, no doubt about it. And they rip through turn number 1 and up into Kerry's corner. There's a brake check and a half up that end. And if we get through cleanly on the opening lap, we will. And your leader will emerge. And into the Maxis and Iami, the heart of Kart Bend, is kart number 93. Yeah, it's a really high-speed part of the racetrack. We shot some amazing drone stuff yesterday, Liam, the first-person view drone over the top of these guys. Oh, it got a bit physical coming out of Kerry's. 3 and 4 wide, and tear-offs are at a premium, Liam. She's awfully heavy back there. Well and truly, the track is beautifully groomed, but she's a little heavy up the top end, and the front and rear bars are getting a flex at the minute. So kart 69 keeps it going. He wasn't overly stoked. It's a good recovery, though, from that point. Out of that Kerry's corner, the 17 kart. Right in the middle of that Lewis Bull out of Lucendale. The Bull family. What a battle we got going on for the race lead here right now. It's a standout race suit for your leader, which is kart 93. There's, of course, Sean Oyendijk leading, but Louis Bull absolutely giving it to him for the lead. Up through Kerry's. I love that. Oh, there's trouble. Big trouble. Just trying to keep it going now. I think it was the 120 kart of Bradley Geertz. Change up for the lead now, Liam. Big move up the inside by Lewis Bull. Having a crack out of Lucendale. And Sean Oyendijk back to second in car 93. Cameron Palmer, Matt Varys, Craig McIntyre. Chelsea Bull, Brad Geertz, Blake Atkinson, Benjamin Bull, another lock-up. Kart 69. It's a big lock-up right in front of us. Thankfully for the clutch, it'll keep rolling, but she locked up, no doubt. That was Craig McIntyre on screen just then, the Apache Race Karts entry out of Western Australia. So it's Bull, Oyendijk, Palmer, Matty Varys out of the Dirt Trackers, Craig McIntyre, Bradley Geertz, Benjamin Bull in the Bullet Cart, Chelsea Bull in 8th, Kobe Kosh in that 9th spot, and Luke Brock in 10th right now. Atkinson, Scott, and Leif. Still the battle for the race lead is on. Yeah, Oyendijk not giving up an inch. Bull got the move, but Oyendijk is tucked in and ready to rumble still. Palmer 3rd. Varys McIntyre up to 4th. It's round 1, heat number 1 of the 125 heavy. Up the top through Kerry's. It was very, very close indeed, but kart number 17 gets a job done. Lewis Bull out of Lucendale, fastest lap of a 28.561. Second was kart 93 of Sean Owendyke. Cameron Palmer third. Craig McIntyre fourth. Matt Farris fifth. Brad Gertz. Benjamin Bull. Kobe Kosh out of Loxton. Chelsea Bull. Luke Brock makes it into the top 10.
Just in time to go racing. 21 kart out there with Darren Wake. Second group of 125 heavy. Brought to you by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. Down to that sweeping left hand up. Very fast way of going. I think this is, oh, we got trouble. I think that might be the 67 car tied up in the middle of all that. Luke Hughes. Oh, we got more trouble.
It's worse.
The only thing about the 125s, you can refire the karts when you need to. They don't require a push. Boy, it is on. Your race leader right now is Darren Wake in the 21 kart. Leading at the moment from Harrison James.
Yeah, this was always going to have feeling in it. Daniel Montebello third, Harrison James second, Michael Baxter, Scott Bickle, Toby Downs, Jake Oxford, Gareth Keeling, Gary Duff, Ryan Rodder in the top 10. Just rolling around, Wade. There was plenty in this. There were hands getting thrown around.
Wow.
I could have seen this coming from a mile away. There was niggling and tussling before the race had even begun. So this was always going to be a big one. Wake and Harrison James, your top two. And they are going to go after it, no doubt about it.
125 heavy, getting after it early. This is heat number 2. Devil Race Karts, all very wide. Out of Kerry's just then. That really quick chicane. Your race leader is Wake, but Harrison James back in that second spot. Montebello. You then go back. Scott Bickle, Michael Baxter, Jake Oxford, Toby Downs, Gareth Keeling, Ryan Rodder, Cooper Davis. Gareth Keeling back to 10th now. There's been some shuffling. Heat number 2 of the 125 heavies.
So leaders rip through the middle. Oh, it's a car park up the top. The W2 Cooper Davis from Great Southern. They are wheel banging through. Oh, as it gets turned right in front of us. Not in a good spot.
Oh!
They are going after it. My word, plenty of feeling. 125 heat number 2.
Yikes.
Boy, oh boy.
Look at the battle for the lead right now. It is going on. They're all bunching up. Wake is leading, but he's got plenty of pressure. 4 karts in this. Wake runs a bit wide. Boy, what a battle. You picked it, Liam, and it's absolutely going on.
This one will have the medical team on their toes, I'd reckon.
Challenge for the lead.
Harrison James puts it through on the inside on Wake. He's not going to give that up easy. Bickle is in there. Oxford's in there as well. They are trading blows at the top end. But Harrison James, current leader, rips through that final bend. They absolutely bullied their way through. And coming for Darren Wake, Bickle's in there. Oxford, Montebello. And starting to pull away just a little is Harrison James from the Great Southern Kart Club. Thundering down, and what a race we're on for. Race of the day thus far. The unofficial results for round number 1 and heat race number 2 of the 125 heavy. Harrison James takes the win from the Great Southern Kart Club. Then it's Darren Wake, Scott Bickle, Jake Oxford, Daniel Montebello, Michael Baxter, Gary Duff, Gareth Keeling, Adam Frith, Ryan Rodder, Brad Hembling, Toby Downs, Norman Hughes, Cooper Davis, Shaden Ross, Luke Hughes and Shane Price not lapping in. But Harrison James from the Great Southern Kart Club in kart number 25 gets the win in heat race number 2 of the 125 heavy. Here at Tatiara Karting Club, they're going to roll through the cutaway and shave a little bit of time here in the roll around. So green flag up in the air, all but ready to rock and roll. It waves and we'll rip this start as they peel into turn number 1. 3 and 4 wide if you don't mind. Ryan Rodder straight to the top. out of Port Pirie, and Rodder takes that top spot in kart number 13. Blake Atkinson will follow him through. Atkinson to 2. And they peel through Kerry's corner, back in that opposite direction. Got used to seeing him go the other way, the anti-clockwise in round number 1. And now Atkinson in the L7 is giving it to Rodder. Atkinson to the top. Rodder goes back to 2. Blake Atkinson, your new race leader. Shane Price is 3rd from Brad Hembling, Benjamin Bull, Norman Hughes, Cameron Palmer, Shaden Ross, Brad Gertz, Cooper Davis in the top 10.
Oh, nice little run up the inside. If he can get the momentum coming in. Rodder. Look at the battle, 3 wide. For position 3, Price, Hembling and Bull. They went 3 wide into that turn. Tear-offs, 3 deep, selling them cheap. Running a little bit wide is Bull. Nearly opened up the door just then. Hembling running there with him. Hughes, Ross, Palmer, Geertz, Davis. That is your top 10. I do love that speed shot.
Off its head. Rodder's a little bit tight for how heavy this track is right now. It's definitely struggling with that thing being a little bit tight into that first right-hander on the lap. That's where Atkinson's pulling away. Hembling from Bull, from Price, Hughes, Shaden Ross, Cameron Palmer. Into the final corner. They'll bend around to the left past the main straightaway. Atkinson has this first corner dialed in. Hembling, bit of a wheel stand off the corner. And it is a car park deep in the field. They're going 2 and 3 wide. In the final few karts in the grid, Aaron Bowering and Norman Hughes trading blows.
Lapping a bit to go, Liam. Good shot on screen to this battle for the lead. Rodder is starting to make some ground. Down into 1. Final time. Rodder is about to ask the question. It's going to be brief and to the point. Let's see whether Blake can hold on. Last lap, 125 heavy. Round 2, heat 1. Atkinson keeps it very tight. Rodder will keep the pressure right on. Atkinson should hold on and does. Second only just Ryan Rodder. Brad Hembling, the SA3 from the Loxton Club. Nice job for him. Benny Bull in the Bullet. Finishes 4th. Shane Price, Shaden Ross, Cameron Palmer, Brad Geertz, Sean Oyendijk, and Rylan Furler. That's your top 10. We roll through the cut through. Jake Oxford in that 81, in that KRT on that inside second row. Right alongside the 80th, Adam Frith. And we're green. Track is moist. 125 card around the outside. Luke Scott. Can he make that work? Your race leader is Kobe Kosh. Got that 27 cart. The rival cranking. Oh, he nearly turned it. Nearly had a 747 in front of the field.
There was earlier. He did well to escape at that time. Kosh, your leader, is going to lock down the first lap in the books. But he has very hot company in Jake Oxford. Oxford is chasing him along in hot pursuit. Luke Brock is tucked in tight. That's another of the rival Chassis Co. in the 51. Adam Frith, Stephen Driver, Daniel Laif, Luke Scott, Gareth Keeling, Toby Downs and Chelsea Bull inside the top 10. They peel down the long back straightaway into the final right-hander and then bang another lap down, and Kosh continues to control that spot. It's kart 18 and Chelsea Bull pulled up in field and will forgo the rest of this heat race. One of many of the Bulls competing this weekend, and this one hasn't gone to plan by any means. So they're still with Kosh, who now chases Oxford for the lead. So big change, and the KRT now goes to the top. Kosh right back up inside. Oxford leads, but Kosh is tucked in deep. They are absolutely trading lines for this. Luke Brock is third, and he's now in the battle for the lead.
Oh, it's busy coming out of Kerry's right now. Watching up the inside, the 67 of Luke Hughes. Everybody filthy, regardless of what their position is, except for your leader, Jake Oxford. The rival co-entry of Kobe Cock back to second. Luke Brock in that third position in the 51. So it is certainly on for young and old in heat number 2, round 2 of the 125 heavies. White flag is out. Oxford seems to have this under control. Adam Frith in that 4th spot. Steve Driver. Gareth Keeling's challenge coming through. I think Daniel Lahiff managed just to squeeze through. Hughes going with him. Checkered flag, Liam not too far away. What a drive from Jake Oxford out of the Morgan Club.
One right-hander left to run, and nothing will face Oxford from here. Big steer to get up and over Kobe Kosh for the lead. So Kosh will take home second with another of the rival chassis co right behind him in Luke Brock out of Tatiara Karting Club as well. So your official top 10 presented by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. Jake Oxford for the Morgan Kart Club gets the win from Kobe Kosh out of Loxton. Luke Brock third, Adam Frith fourth. Steve Driver locks down fifth from Luke Hughes, Gareth Keeling, Lewis Bull, Matt Varys and Daniel Lahiff inside your top 10. Alongside Kart 51.
Luke Brock
trying to bring to you. So Downs gets really shuffled to the top side in turn 1. Not an ideal start, but he's made amends, kept in the loop and tried to get back to that low groove. When you go 3 and 4 wide in the opening couple of corners, it's really easy to get hung out to dry. He did a good job to lock it back down and get low. Rylan Furler emerged into second, and Luke Brock is your race leader in the 51. Furler in second. Toby Downs, your pole sitter, goes to third. Matt Varys, Gareth Keeling, Lewis Bull at the Bull Rush is sixth. Sean Oyendike, Blake Atkinson, Scott Bickle, Benjamin Bull, Harrison James, Luke Scott, Daniel Lahiff, Gary Duff and Adam Frith make up your 15 kart field here in 125 heavy.
Rylan Furler starting to make a run, and we got trouble here. It's the 22 kart of Bull. So the 88 kart just caught up as well on the cushion. Did he wave?
he waved on by. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure he knew how many fingers he was holding up. Unfortunately, that leaves Daniel Lahiff stranded on the infield as Bully drives away. Furler really putting it to Luke Brock now. Challenge to the outside. He'll try the switch back into Kerry's. Gives him a little bit of right side romance. He can't pull that off. And now watching as well as Toby Downs tries to run this lead duo down. I don't think he's going to do that. We're running out of laps, but Brock doing a good job under enormous pressure.
Furler been in the sport a long time now. He's relatively young, but has been doing this since day one and absolutely knows his way around this place. So it's Omega versus Rival. The Rival of Luke Brock, your leader for right now. And Furler, a long time user of the Omega chassis, and he's doing his best to try and run down Brock. White flag will wave this time. Cool battle on screen. Gareth Keeling, Lewis Bull and Oyendike. But back at the front, half a lap left to run for Luke Brock as they rip through Kerry's for the final time this lap. And Furler really in tow still. Rylan Furler would love a last corner charge. Don't think it's going to happen though. Brock will hang on just over Rylan Furler, Toby Downs, and it is a battle pack behind that. Gareth Keeling, Matt Varys. The 10 slowing That was Gareth Keeling right to the line. Something went wrong. Importantly, he was able to roll through the line, and a 10th place or 12th that he ended up is much better than a DNF that could have been. So officially, Luke Brock takes out the heat race win from Ryland Furler. Toby Downs was third with Matt Varys, Lewis Bull making up your top 5. Sean Oyendike, Scott Bickle, Blake Atkinson, Gary Duff and Luke Scott make up your top 10. Presented by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. That was 125 Heavy Heat Race number 1 of round 3.
Hughes on that front row alongside him. Keep your eye on the 15 of Michael Baxter as well. No starts. I think I can see the Apache number 5 of Craig McIntyre as well, who we had a chat with yesterday. The Apache race karts and McIntyre race engine manufacturer. Boy, that breeze has really switched direction too. Swung around. The 643, what an iconic number. Aaron Bowring, like the 747. The W2 out there is Cooper Davis. Cooper had an up and down day yesterday in different classes. We're green this time. We're going to go through 3 wide.
Davis.
Send it.
Sailed it in. Found the outside groove and dug in deep. Palmer is your early race leader. It's Cameron Palmer in the 11 as they rip through Kerry's corner. And the 67 of Hughes is tucked in deep. Hughes to the inside and switch up for the race lead. Luke Hughes will lead the opening lap of Tatiara. And he has that 11 kart tucked right in deep. Palmer is trenched in up towards Kerry's. Palmer had a look but thought better of it. McIntyre stuck to the outside. Lost a couple of spots. Just got glued out there. Stephen Driver in the all yellow suit. The 747 is not a lot more iconic.
Boy, Liam, there's a battle pack. Rodder, McIntyre. There, that group right there are absolutely having a go at each other.
Brad Hembling in that S3.
Oh, nice little switch up going into Kerry's just then. The 27 kart right in the middle of that as well. Kobe Kosh doing a good job. So it's busy. Our race leader's got a little bit of room to move. That's Hughes, but oh no! Oh. Davis sits there and is bogged to the axles. You would be filthy, because that was definitely a good, and it's quite soft. As you can see, rest of this field streaming around here, getting close to the business end of this race. The SA3, Brad Hembling doing a nice job. But your leader, as he has been since the start, is Luke Hughes. Cameron Palmer in second. Brad Geertz, Kobe Cott. Back then to Hembling and McIntyre. They're trading blows, those two. Michael Baxter, Ryan Rodder, Jake Oxford, and Darren Wake, your top 10.
Tell you who's very exciting in the further battle. Chad Rodder. Ryan Rodder make that in the 13, trying to punch his way through that back group. He was up and about to try and climb his way through. We mentioned yesterday he's got that similar seat style to Mark Burford. He sits right up over the steering wheel, and that lightens the rear end and gets the wheels buzzing.
Boy, that was close. Geertz had a really good look just then. So they come back towards us once more. Luke Hughes, your leader, out of the Genovine Club. Palmer, Geertz, Cock, back to Hembling, McIntyre, Rodder, Baxter, Oxford, and Wake. That is your checker out on 125 Heavy, heat number 2, round 3.
So Lahif and Duff on the front row. We get the green this time. Oh, they go 3 wide in. The L7, kart 54 of Blake Atkinson making them honest. They are absolutely side by side through that hairpin bend up to Kerry's. Through Jack's corner. It is thick traffic up there. The track is heavy. A fresh bit of moisture down. And Atkinson and the 88 of Lahif are absolutely going for it. They're wheel to wheel. Have a look at them trade places. Oh, Layhip nearly goes up and over. The KRT goes back to position 3. They banged wheels, and Layhip bounced up and around. Did very well to stay on all fours. Tell you what, not scared at all. Here comes kart 22 of Benjamin Bull. It's coming after your leaders. It's up to second. And that green and black bullet, the 22, is coming for Atkinson. You can tell the track is heavy. We're wearing it from the commentary position. Atkinson. The chairs are going everywhere. The tent is under fire. It's going to be a tough few moments, I think. Atkinson, your leader. Bull is under pressure. Bull in second, and he has a very quick Daniel Layhip right behind him. From there, the W3 of Matty Varys. He's tucked in deep. The top 4 are glued together. Your leader's starting to get a little bit of real estate to himself. Benjamin Bull, he's got some ground now to open up. And behind that top 4, it's starting to really piece together. Atkinson has this L7 rocking. And then it's a bullet and a KRT. And then a rain of this beautiful red clay on the gazebo. So up through Kerry's, white flag ready to wave. For your race leader, Blake Atkinson, he's done everything right. He was ultra aggressive into the opening corner, and you just have to be. They're short heat races. You can't spend any time mucking around. Bull has that right pedal absolutely planted. It's nearly out past the front bumper. He's got it hammered down. Through Kerry's for the final time, that short little straightaway into the final right. It'll bend around to the left, and Blake Atkinson will stand tall. The crews are happy with that result. The L7 getting the job done. Round 4 with a 125 heavy heat race number 1 presented by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. Blake Atkinson will take the W from Benjamin Bull in the Bullet number 22. From there, Daniel Layhip in the 88. Matty Varys in the W3. Gary Duff in the 7 in your top 5. Brad Hembling, Stephen Driver, Craig McIntyre, Aaron Bowering and Scott Bickle rounding out your top 10 here in round 4 heat race number 1 of the 125 heavy. Bring you heat race number 2 of the 125 heavy. They're going to get straight into it. Nice and early. Shaden Ross, kart 71. One of them have absolutely just railed through the tyre wall right here in front of us and parked in hard. That was Rodder. I don't know what went on. He absolutely stoved into the tyre wall just here to our left. There's another kart going infield. They'll stay green. Rodder absolutely railed through this tyre wall. He seems to be moving A-OK. But it went absolutely full tilt, straight in. So they continue green. Shaden Ross from Lachlan Voots, Jake Oxford, Sean Oyendike, Cooper Davis, Gareth Keeling, Daniel Montebello, Adam Frith, Lewis Bull, and Luke Hughes in the top 10. Luke Scott, Brad Gertz, Darren Wake, Michael Baxter, Ryan Rodder is parked up in the gravel trap, and Michael Baxter in kart 15. Something had to have gone wrong with the Rodder kart. He's repairing the tyre wall himself. And Shaden Ross, little bit of pressure from Oxford. And Voots now, who's up to second. The W2 there of Cooper Davis. Here in 125 heavy, heat number 2. Be very interested what happened with Rodder's machine. It wasn't overly nice to watch at all. Shaden Ross is really peeling away with this. Solid performance. The 81 is Jake Oxford. The KRT, that is an immaculate Kart, he is second. Lachlan Vutes and Cooper Davis are going to war. The JFK, it doesn't look overly fast to the naked eye. He's just smooth. He's rolling off the throttle and getting it done nicely. The battle further back is really starting to hotten up. Lewis Bull, Luke Hughes, Luke Scott and Brad Geertz for positions 8, 9, 10 and 11. They are cranking it on. White flag will wave for Shaden Ross, who's just dominating this heat race. The 81 of Oxford, they're really spreading out, but deep in this field, the battle continues to intensify. Luke Scott, Daniel Montebello, Brad Geertz, they're turning one on in their own respect. Checkers will wave for Shaden Ross. Oxford home in second. Oyendijk, Cooper Davis, Lachlan Vutes. Officially presented by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery. Shaden Ross, Jake Oxford, top two. Sean Oyendijk, Cooper Davis, Lachlan Vutes, Gareth Keeling, Lewis Bull, Luke Hughes, Luke Scott, and Brad Geertz make your top 10 from there. Adam Frith, Darren Wake, Michael Baxter, and Daniel Montebello, your final finisher here in round 4, 125 heavy heat race number 2. Wade Oranger might be down there on pit row.
It's been cool to have Tony Connor working here as an administrator, but it's not been cool not seeing him race in Statos and there's other classes he runs. We bunch up and we're good to go. 125 heavy. Green flag is out. It's Australian title time. It's what they've all come here for this weekend, and it all culminates right now. Into Kerry's we run. Oh, jeez. A little bit of motocrossing going on, a little bit of demo derby, and some in between with a bit of dirt karting as well. Always hectic Kerry's, especially opening lap, Aussie title main.
Blake Atkinson is your leader from Jake Oxford, who currently has enough points to take the win.
Just thinking
there is a big gap separating them.
Just thinking that if he doesn't get this done as a result of winning, you would think that's all he has to do right now. Battle is on for third, though. You got Matt Varys, Ben Bull, and Brad Hembling. A couple of the bullet cart racers in that third and fourth battle. The main man of bullet carts right behind one of his customers out of Western Australia. And in behind them, Brad Hembling in the SA3.
Kobe Kosh, Sean Oyendijk, Lewis Bull, Luke Brock, and Brad Geertz make your top 10. Cool battle on screen. The W3 of Matty Varys and Benjamin Bull. They are fighting for a top 3 spot. Varys trying to hang on. He currently sits about 6, but it is a very tight points battle for that top 5, 6, 7 as far as the end of standings are concerned. Right now, Blake Atkinson, race leader, but Jake Oxford just needs to come on. He could hold on to about 4th or 5th and still take the win here, Wade.
Oh, gee, look at this. Bull. Beautiful pass if he can make it stick. Working hard to get past Varys in the WA3. So right now, nobody can do much about this guy who's in the lead, Blake Atkinson. But I fancy if Jake stays right where he is, the 10 kart slowing to a stop and pulls down the exit road. Appreciate him getting out of the way. Never seen anybody take that exit this weekend.
I guess it is one.
That's Gareth Keeling, who just peeled out. Boy, right now, Jake Oxford realises he doesn't have to do too much, I wouldn't think. Not so further back in the field. Look at this battle. Varys, Bull,
Hembling, Kosh, Oyendijk. They are absolutely locked into this. Currently, this 5, the closest one up in the order is Oyendijk. He is 3rd on points right now. He's tied for 2nd with Blake Atkinson. So he's going to struggle to reel down 2nd for this title. But it is certainly on for 3rd. So Oyendijk needs to make up some spots. He is 7th right now.
Oh no, Varys. I think Varys just stopped Liam. They all had to split either side of him, the West Aussie and the Bullet. It just slowed dramatically heading towards the checkers. They split. Oh, man. Wow, that was the S3 of Kembling getting over the top. Was that over Bull?
Yeah, I think it was the 22 of Bull becoming a launching pad. 1 lap left to run. And Kobe Kosh now goes to 3rd in this race. Kosh was 11th on points heading in. It is a very tight battle in the points standings. This is going to require maths more than I can handle quickly. That's for certain. Jake Oxford just needs to hang on here in 2nd, and he will claim that Australian title. So checkers will wave. Blake Atkinson takes the final race win, but folks, Jake Oxford will be your Australian champion.
Yeah, there's a 2-point margin basically between 1st and 2nd each time that they go out, from 23 to 21, then 19, 17. But when you get 4th further back, that's when it becomes singular points. So, wow. I don't think there's any surprises to see that guy get the checkered flag. Congratulations, Jake Oxford. He has the Aussie flag. Please put your hands together for him. The KRT is your new Australian champion in 125 heavy. And Oxford proudly waving the Aussie flag around. He's our 2nd new Australian champion right there, Liam.
Atkinson will be Australia number 2, followed by what should be Sean Oyendijk. He ended up 4th. He was 3rd sitting in on points, so there should be no dispute about that. As that brings to an end, 125 heavy. The final race, Jake Oxford, who's allowed applause when he received that pole sitter award before our racing began today. And that race, of course, sponsored by Devil Race Karts and Scope Imagery, Sign and Design. And kart number 81, well, he'll take the 8 off for the next year at least, for it heads to Lucendale next year for the 2024 Australian Dirt Kart title.